Hello, my name is Emily Nwakpuda. I'm a PhD candidate in the Department of Public Policy, and I'm also affiliated with CREATE. My research considers some of the scientific, economic, as well as the social impacts of philanthropy, specifically science philanthropy. I'm particularly interested in philanthropy as practiced by entrepreneurs. These individuals tend to account for almost 50% and sometimes more of individual giving towards science at U.S. universities and colleges, which is a really cool place because that's where most of the basic research is occurring, and this is the same research that really forms the foundations of innovations and scientific discoveries. This research is in conjunction with Dr. Marion Feldman, and when I first came here to UNC, I'm actually a former chemist as well as a public administrator, and I was very interested in how individuals impact policy. And through lots of discussions, we ended up thinking about philanthropy because we don't know a lot about these individuals. They're not really considered mission or economically driven organizations. And so their private motivations are not always known or understood. And in the case of science, which is typically funded by the peer review process, it's really important to know what the funders are wanting or demanding from the science. That way we can better understand what the outcomes of the science and the technological invention should be, preferably for the public good if possible. So this research is funded by the Sloan Foundation as well as the National Science Foundation. We've been working on this project in science philanthropy about 3 years now. I've helped to build a database that has nearly 10,000 gift entries from individuals, including entrepreneurs, to fund universities across the U.S., looking at gifts starting at 1995 to 2017. And we see this strong prevalence of gifts towards STEM, or should I say science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, receiving some of the largest gifts from individuals. Entrepreneurs tend to fund not only STEM, but they also tend to fund research centers. So we've conducted quantitative as well as qualitative research to kind of take a closer look at some of the research centers funded by entrepreneurs. And we see that these entrepreneurs are kind of acting like angel investors. They are expecting some return on investment, but not in the monetary sense, and their presence is there with the research centers to really guide them and help them spur some of the innovation that the donors are hoping for. Next, we have also conducted experimental surveys. These surveys were again with entrepreneurs, but we were able to work with entrepreneurs through the Entrepreneurship Minor here at UNC Chapel Hill, as well as the Entrepreneurship Center with Ted Zoller's group. And we were able to use the survey to elicit motivations for funding science. And one of the coolest findings is that these individuals, or these entrepreneurial individuals, are interested in not only medical sciences, but equally interested in the physical sciences, which tends to be one of the least supported fields of science. And so we're really begging the question of, okay, if we know these are the types of individuals who want to fund this type of science, how best do we leverage them, and how best do universities leverage them? There's lots more of research to do. I'm super excited about the work. I'm personally closing out soon, but I expect to investigate this topic more in the future.